I stood in my garage looking at 30 years of accumulated stuff and had what I can only describe as a breakthrough moment. There were boxes I hadn't opened since we moved to this house, Christmas decorations from when my kids were little, exercise equipment I'd used maybe twice, and enough spare household items to stock a small store. I realized I wasn't living in my home anymore. I was living in a museum of my own life. That moment of clarity launched what became the most liberating project of my retirement, learning the true art of downsizing. But here is what surprised me most. Getting rid of physical clutter wasn't just about creating more space in my home. It created more space in my mind, my schedule, and my sense of what actually matters at this stage of life. What I discovered is that downsizing after 60 isn't about loss or limitation. It's about liberation. When you've spent decades accumulating possessions, commitments, and mental baggage, reaching your 60s gives you both the permission and the wisdom to ask a revolutionary question. What do I actually need to live well and feel content? Society tells us that more is always better, that keeping everything just in case is prudent, and that our possessions define our security. But what if the opposite is true? What if the key to feeling lighter, freer, and more focused in your golden years is learning to let go of what no longer serves you? The process of downsizing touches every aspect of life: your physical space, your mental energy, your daily routines, and even your relationships. It's not just about having fewer things. It's about having more life. Today, I'm sharing 5 transformative principles of downsizing that can help you declutter not just your home, but your entire approach to living after 60, creating space for what truly brings you joy and meaning. Before we explore the art of downsizing, let's practice creating mental and emotional space, the foundation for making clear decisions about what to keep and what to release in your life. The space-creating clarity practice. Sit comfortably and close your eyes if that feels peaceful to you. We're going to practice creating internal spaciousness that mirrors the physical space you want to create in your environment. Take a slow, deep breath and imagine your mind as a cluttered room. Notice any mental baggage you're carrying: old worries, unfinished projects, obligations you've outgrown, or thoughts that circle without resolution. Just observe these mental items without judgment, the same way you might look at physical clutter. Now breathe in a sense of spaciousness and possibility. Imagine gently setting aside mental clutter that no longer serves you: old resentments, outdated fears, or pressures that don't align with your current values and priorities. With each exhale, release one thing that's taking up unnecessary mental space. Maybe it's worry about something you can't control, guilt about a decision from years ago, or pressure to maintain commitments that no longer bring satisfaction. Feel the lightness that comes from mental decluttering. Notice how creating space in your mind makes room for clarity, peace, and focus on what genuinely matters to you now. Take 3 more breaths, each time appreciating the freedom that comes from letting go of what no longer serves your well-being and happiness. Gratitude for your capacity to choose. Here's your space-creating gratitude practice. Think of these 3 aspects of your current ability to downsize and declutter. One area of your life where you feel ready to create more space and simplicity. One possession, relationship, or activity in your life that brings you genuine joy and that you're grateful to keep as part of your streamlined life. One benefit you've already experienced from letting go of something that was taking up unnecessary space in your life. Write these down or hold them in your awareness. When we appreciate our power to choose what stays and what goes in our lives, we approach downsizing from a place of empowerment rather than loss. Here are 5 transformative principles that can guide your downsizing journey, helping you create more space, clarity, and freedom in every aspect of your life after 60. Principle number 1, downsize your identity, not just your stuff. The deepest aspect of downsizing involves releasing outdated versions of yourself. You might have been the person who hosted elaborate holiday dinners maintained a perfect garden, or kept every family memento. But at 60 plus, you have permission to redefine what matters to you now, rather than maintaining spaces and possessions for who you used to be. I let go of my formal dining room because I realized I prefer casual family gatherings in the kitchen. The space became a reading nook that reflects who I am today, not who I was 20 years ago. Principle number 2. Keep what serves your current life, not your past or future. Stop keeping things for hypothetical situations or because they represent past achievements. That formal china set you never use, exercise equipment gathering dust, or books you'll never read again are taking up space that could serve your actual daily life. Focus on what supports how you want to live now, not how you lived before, or might live someday. When I donated my collection of professional suits, I wasn't losing my career identity. I was making space for comfortable clothes that support my current lifestyle. Principle number 3. Choose fewer. Better things quality over quantity becomes especially important when you're creating a more intentional living space. Instead of keeping multiple items that serve similar purposes, choose the one you truly love and use regularly. I had 6 different coffee mugs, but only used my favorite blue one. Keeping just that one created cabinet space and eliminated decision fatigue. This principle applies to everything from kitchen gadgets to social commitments. Fewer, better choices create more satisfaction and less overwhelm. Principle number 4. Create systems for ongoing simplicity. Downsizing isn't a one-time project, but an ongoing practice of conscious choices about what enters and stays in your life. Develop simple rules like one thing in, one thing out, or if I haven't used it in a year, it goes. Create designated spaces for things you're considering donating and review them monthly. The goal is maintaining the lightness you create rather than gradually accumulating clutter again. Principle number 5. Let go with gratitude, not guilt. Many items we keep are held by guilt rather than usefulness. Gifts we don't love, inherited items we don't need, or purchases we regret. Practice releasing these items with appreciation for what they provided, rather than guilt about letting them go. Thank that expensive kitchen gadget for the few times it was useful, then donate it to someone who will use it regularly. Gratitude transforms downsizing from loss into gift-giving to both yourself and others. Downsizing has significant financial implications that can improve your retirement security, while also reducing the costs and stress of maintaining things you do and need or love. The financial freedom through downsizing strategy. Strategic downsizing can reduce your living expenses, generate income from items you sell, and free up money you're spending on storage, maintenance, and insurance for things you don't actively use. The financial benefits of downsizing often surprise people because the costs of maintaining excess stuff are usually invisible until you eliminate them. Consider both the obvious and hidden costs of your possessions: storage space rental, insurance premiums, maintenance expenses, and the time you spend managing things you don't truly need. Downsizing can redirect these resources toward experiences and purchases that enhance your actual quality of life. My friend Carol's downsizing financial transformation. Carol, now 72, was spending $300 per month on a storage unit filled with furniture and belongings from her larger family home. She was also paying higher homeowner insurance because of valuable items she never used and spending weekends maintaining a large house filled with things that required cleaning and organizing. When Carol downsized to a smaller home and systematically decluttered her possessions, she eliminated the storage unit cost, reduced her insurance premiums by $150 per month, and cut her utility and maintenance costs significantly. The money she saved, nearly $600 per month, now funds travel and activities she actually enjoys. Additionally, Carol sold furniture and collectibles she no longer needed for $8,000, which she used to upgrade items she does use daily. Her downsizing project improved both her monthly cash flow and her daily quality of life. Practical downsizing financial guidelines. Calculate the true cost of your possessions by including storage, insurance, maintenance, and the opportunity cost of space they occupy. Many people discover they're spending significant money to keep things they don't use or enjoy. Consider the income potential of downsizing by selling items in good condition rather than just donating everything. Quality furniture, electronics, collectibles, and tools often have resale value that can fund improvements to your streamlined lifestyle. Factor downsizing savings into your retirement budget planning. The money you save by maintaining fewer possessions can provide financial flexibility for healthcare, travel, or other priorities that matter more than keeping rarely used items. Remember that downsizing is an investment in your financial freedom as well as your peace of mind. Every item you release from maintenance, storage, and management frees up both money and mental energy for things that actually enhance your retirement satisfaction. Downsizing projects require physical activity and can be tiring, but they also provide excellent opportunities for gentle movement and strength building. These exercises will help you stay comfortable and energized during decluttering activities. The Decluttering Movement Series. 1. Box lifting posture practice. Stand with feet hip-width apart and practice safe lifting posture by bending your knees, keeping your back straight, and lifting with your legs. Hold this position for 10 seconds, then stand up slowly. Repeat 8 times. This movement prepares your body for the lifting and moving involved in downsizing while building leg strength and reinforcing safe movement patterns. 2. Sorting and reaching stretches. Sit in a chair and slowly reach your right arm across your body to touch your left shoulder. Hold for 10 seconds, then switch sides. Next, reach both arms gently overhead as if placing something on a high shelf, then lower slowly. These stretches prepare your body for the reaching, sorting, and organizing movements involved in decluttering projects. 3. Standing balance for closet work. Stand behind a chair for support and practice standing on one foot for 15 seconds. Then switch. This exercise improves the balance you need when reaching into closets, sorting through high shelves, or standing for extended periods during downsizing projects. 4. Gentle back release. Sit comfortably and slowly turn your upper body to the right. Hold for 10 seconds, then turn to the left. Follow this with gentle shoulder rolls backward 8 times. Decluttering often involves bending, lifting, and repetitive movements that can create back tension. These stretches help prevent stiffness and maintain comfort during sorting projects. 5. Energy restoration breathing. Take 8 deep breaths while standing in your most comfortable posture. With each inhale, breathe in energy for your downsizing project. With each exhale, release any overwhelm or stress about the process. End by appreciating your body's ability to help you create the living space you want. Remember, break downsizing projects into small segments to avoid overexertion. These movements help prevent the stiffness and fatigue that can come from sorting and organizing. Listen to your body and rest when needed. During decluttering activities, good posture and movement habits make downsizing projects more comfortable and sustainable. Your physical comfort during downsizing helps you make better decisions about what to keep and release. One of the most overwhelming aspects of downsizing can be dealing with decades of accumulated photos. Let me show you a simple system for organizing your digital and physical photos that preserves your most meaningful memories while reducing clutter. Building your streamlined photo system. Step 1. Choose your primary platform. Decide whether you want to store your organized photos on your computer, in cloud storage like Google Photos or iCloud, or use a simple photo app on your tablet. Pick one primary system rather than trying to organize photos in multiple places. Most smartphones now automatically back up photos to cloud storage, making this an easy starting point. Step 2. Create simple, broad categories. Instead of creating dozens of detailed folders, use broad categories like family, travel, special events, and everyday life. You can also organize by decades or major life periods if that feels more natural. The goal is making photos easy to find without creating an overly complex system that becomes difficult to maintain. Step 3. Apply the best representation rule when you find multiple similar photos. Keep only the best one or two, rather than every shot from an event. If you have 20 photos from the same birthday party, choose the 3 to 5 that best capture the memories and feelings from that day. This dramatically reduces photo volume while preserving the meaningful moments. Step 4. Digitize physical photos strategically. For physical photos, focus on digitizing the most meaningful ones rather than trying to scan everything. Use your smartphone to photograph important physical pictures. The quality is usually sufficient for personal memories. Many photo printing services also offer digitization if you have large quantities. Step 5. Create annual best of collections. Each year, create a small collection of your favorite photos from that year, maybe 20 to 50 images that represent the highlights and important moments. This creates an easy way to review and enjoy your memories without scrolling through thousands of photos. Step 6. Share and back up simply. Choose one simple way to share photos with family, perhaps a shared Google Photos album or texting favorite pictures. Make sure your organized photos are backed up in at least one additional location for security. A beautiful result. You'll have a manageable photo collection that preserves your most meaningful memories while eliminating the overwhelming accumulation of duplicate and poor quality images. Tonight's challenge will help you begin your downsizing journey with one small, manageable step that creates immediate space and momentum. The One Area Liberation Challenge. Before bed tonight, choose one small area of your home and apply the downsizing principles we've discussed. This could be one kitchen drawer where you remove items you don't use and organize what remains. Your bedside table where you keep only items that serve your current daily routine. One shelf in your closet where you remove clothes you don't wear and appreciate what you love. Your medicine cabinet where you dispose of expired items and organize what you actually use, a small collection where you keep favorites and release the rest. One area of paperwork where you file what matters and recycle what doesn't. Start small and focus on completion rather than perfection. Choose an area you can finish in 15 to 30 minutes so you experience the satisfaction of a completed downsizing project. If you feel comfortable sharing, come to the comments and write, "Tonight I'm creating space by decluttering specific area." When you publicly commit to a small downsizing action, you're more likely to follow through and might inspire others to begin their own space-creating journey. You might be surprised by how energizing it feels to create even a small amount of space and organization. Each area you declutter builds momentum for larger downsizing projects and helps you experience the liberation that comes from living with less. Remember, downsizing is a practice of choosing what serves your current life over what represents your past obligations or future possibilities. Start small, but start tonight. Let us celebrate what we've discovered about the art of downsizing and creating space in your life after 60. Downsizing isn't about loss or limitation. It's about liberation from the weight of managing possessions, commitments, and mental clutter that no longer serve your current values and lifestyle. The physical act of decluttering creates mental and emotional space that allows you to focus on what truly brings you joy, meaning, and satisfaction in this stage of your life. Most importantly, learning to let go with gratitude rather than guilt transforms downsizing from a chore into a gift, both to yourself and to others who can benefit from what you no longer need. If this message about creating space and freedom through thoughtful downsizing resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up and share it with others who might benefit from learning that less can truly be more when it's chosen consciously. Subscribe if you haven't already, because we're rebuilding a community of people who understand that our later years are perfect for focusing on what truly matters. Share one area of your life where you're ready to create more space, or one benefit you've experienced from downsizing in the comments below. Your example might inspire someone else to begin their own journey toward greater simplicity and freedom. Remember, you have the wisdom and permission to choose what stays and what goes in your life. Every item you release with gratitude creates space for what genuinely serves your well-being and happiness. Until next week, embrace the liberation of letting go, celebrate the space you create, and remember that downsizing is ultimately about making room for more life, not just fewer things. With appreciation for your courage to create the life you truly want,